Good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. Listen, there's I'm getting this in from various news sources at the moment. There is a major event in Durham. Now, I want to be clear, guys. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to read you the live updates now, okay? This is from the Northern Echo. Northern Echo, guys, okay, this is live. Well, it was live. Reports of a major 999 response in Durham. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Northern Echo live breaking news. Emergency services emergency services attending an incident in County Durham this evening. There are pictures being shared online, but those pictures are being deleted. If anyone has any information, please let me know. So what do we know so far? Crime scene investigators tonight working in a county in Durham. Sorry, I've totally misread that. Crime scene investigators are tonight working at a County Durham home. Sorry, guys. After an incident around tea time. Emergency crews rushed to Birch Place at Esh Winning at about 5:15 p.m. Sunday, 31st of August. Durham police are yet to confirm the nature of this incident. So I don't know what this is, guys. I don't know what this is. This is a major incident in Durham, a major emergency. Crime scene investigators at the scene, officers in white suits picturing leaving the scene. Guys, this looks absolutely huge. Now, I need to be clear. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening. Police remain at the scene. Officers remain at the scene tonight with one standing on guard. Guys, this is something. This is huge. Officers remain at the scene tonight with one standing outside a house on Birch Place. A crime scene investigation van is also parked outside and a cordon has been erected at the rear of the house. So what's been going on here, guys? If anybody's in and around that area, Durham, and they know what they're, and you guys can understand, know what I'm talking about. So that's from the mainstream. Now that ambulance service, right? So there's been an ambulance service statement. Northeast Ambulance Services spokesperson said we were called to an incident on a private address in Ashwinning, Durham this evening at 5:16. We dispatched one ambulance crew, one rapid response paramedic, and one duty officer to the incident. I don't know what I can take from that. That seems like a duty officer. That means I'm thinking triage. I don't know, guys. I'm just thinking duty officer. That would mean triage. Air ambulance is called, according to flight tracker data, the air ambulance was called to Ashwinning this afternoon, but as it was coming into land, turned around and returned to its base. So that must mean there's no casualties to go in the ambulances, if you guys know what I'm talking about. The Great North Air Ambulance said it has been contacted for confirmation, pictures on the scene. What happened? There has been reports, right, here's the thing, guys, okay? There's been reports of a fleet of emergency services vehicles in attendance to an incident in Winning, County Durham. We'll provide you with more updates as they come. So the latest update we've got, guys, and this is all I can find from mainstream media, and this is coming from the Northern Echo. What we know so far, and then I will go on to social, what I can find on social media, guys. Listen, I'm seeing the footprints of a media blackout of this event, guys. I didn't find anything about it earlier on when I was searching before I did the live stream, and the incident had already been in play for an hour and a half, I guess. Crime scene investor. I'll give you this again, guys, because there's a few people joining for the first time. So, guys, listen, what we know so far, crime scene investigators are tonight working at a County Durham home after an incident around tea time. So what we've heard are there's been a fleet of emergency services vehicle on this estate. I don't know what the event is. I don't know what's actually happened. What I do know is this is, I feel there's like media blackout on this at the moment, guys. Let me just jump down and see if I can get any more. Right, it's very strange that nobody's responding on this, guys. There's hardly any media outcry on this. So I'm thinking, could this be, something with one of those, those super injunctions? I'm just looking on open source social media now, guys, to try and find what I can find. So I'm not getting much on social media, guys, but there has been something's happened in County Durham. Something's happened in County Durham. I don't know what it is. That has been well, I'll tell you what the mainstream media are saying. A major 999 event in County Durham. Now there's been almost an absolute media blackout on this. So what we know so far is there's been emergency services attending an incident in Ashwinning, and there's been absolutely nothing from the police. Right, guys, I'll just come on to some questions real quick. Right. So Google is asking on TikTok, what makes me think this is serious? The nature of the event and the fact that there's been no there hasn't been any media response to this. That's what I'm looking at the moment, guys. You know, there's been no media coverage on this. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Sorry. So I'm just trying to jump down and see if I can find any open source social media on this. And it really does there's been a media blackout. I saw a post earlier. There was a post on X earlier saying there's been a major event in Durham and people's pictures are getting deleted. Now, what I'm thinking here, and the fact that this didn't get, I mean, it's been a major event with the amount of emergency services vehicles that are there. The fact that this has got no media coverage says to me that they've been told not to have media coverage. You've got to think of the world now in the world of super injunctions and where the media can be told not to talk about things. So let me just let me try and get open source. Let me have a look on X, guys. Right, you see, they've posted, but the it just seems very peculiar, guys. It does. I'm just gonna have a quick look through now see if I can find. I can't find anything else. It just seems very peculiar, guys. All right, I'm gonna read you that again. It's gonna be a very short live this evening. It is late at night, but I just wanted to get on. I didn't want to do a video about it. So what we know so far, there's been a major 999 event in Durham. I believe that there's a media blackout on this. I believe there's an absolute media blackout. Right. Oh, hang on. I've got something here. No, there's nothing. No, I've just said that. I'm looking at the images online that have been released by the Northern Echo, and the amount of police crime scene investigators that are there, the amount of ambulances that have been seen there, This is a huge incident with forensic officers all over the place. So I don't know what's happened in there with the amount of ambulances. Then the air ambulance went down. So I don't know what's happened there, but I think something substantial's happened there. And I don't know what it is. What I would speculate, I mean, what time is it? It's gone midnight. What I would speculate right now is this is relatively new. So I think there's a media blackout on it. I think we'll find out more tomorrow. As soon as other people start to wake up and look what's happening. But it does look like, there is a major incident in Durham. I don't think it's active. I don't think it's ongoing. I think they've found a number of, I'm looking at this picture here, guys. And there's 1, 2, I can see 3 ambulances. So, that's a big event. That's a big event. So let me do County Durham. Very strange, guys. Very strange. I would expect. Oh, hang on. Anna Marie is saying, "Is this?" Okay, I can't repeat those words, but Anne Marie is saying, "Is this by Newton Aycliffe?" Right. I don't know, guys. Listen, I'm getting this in as like you guys. Right, is this okay? Right, we're getting guys, we're getting updates now from you guys. Right, so Brendan is saying it's the word that spelled backwards is red rum, and Four's being arrested, and they are looking for more suspects. Wow. So Brendan, do you have a link to that I can? Brendan, can you like put me onto a post or something of that I can share? Look, guys, I'm getting this at the same time as you. I looked at this article and I said, right, this stinks of a media cover-up. I'm not saying it's a media cover-up. I'm saying it stinks of one. The fact that there's no media talking about this at the moment, it's just peculiar, guys. It really is peculiar. The amount of ambulances, crime scene investigators. So I don't know what it is, but Brendan's saying something bad's happened. 4 people have been arrested and they're looking for more suspects. So I'm asking Brandon if you have a lot of people on the chat are saying the same. Right, Southwest, check the comments. Sorry, Southwest. I was looking at the Right, thank you, Anne-Marie. Right. Where are we getting? Yeah, this is the thing, guys. Nobody's posting about this. This is why I'm thinking that it's a media cover-up. You would expect something of this magnitude to. Right, let me just. Hang on, guys. I'm just going up to try and get that town that somebody said. Right, there we are. Let me pin this. Right, I'm going to search. Oh, I can't cut and paste. Right, okay. I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. No, I'm not getting anything there either. It does seem, look, guys, some of the people in the chat are saying, are putting things on about what this could potentially be. I genuinely, I'm just getting this information as it's coming to me. The reason I'm doing a live stream on this is because there's been an absolute media blackout of this. And when there's a media blackout of something of this magnitude, Look, guys, I don't know. Hang on. Triple Chronicle. Right, Google it. Is that today? Google, is that today? Because we've got to be careful whether we don't get the wrong. Yeah, I've been looking on the Northern Echo. I have been looking on the Northern Echo, but we can't really get any information from the Northern Echo of what this is. All we know at the moment, guys, is something's brewing in County Durham, I believe, anyway. I do believe there's a media blackout on this. Now, and again, the reason I say that is because nobody's reporting on this, and it's just really peculiar. This is obviously, if you guys are just joining for the first time, this is the major event reported in Esh-Winning. Right, Nicola Barrett says Saturday afternoon, 4 arrested. Yeah, so we're talking about an event that was Sunday afternoon. So this is an event on Sunday afternoon, guys, okay? We've got to be clear, all right? The event is Sunday afternoon. I don't know if the events are linked. I mean, how big's County Durham? I mean, maybe they are linked. I don't know. James is saying, right, after's reporting. Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, guys, I am going to leave this here. All right, I do think something's happening right now in County Durham. I'll just give you a quick update of what we know so far. I'll go back to where we're going. Right, a fleet of emergency services vehicles were spotted at a private address in Esh-Winning, Durham this evening. Again, there's been nothing on the mainstream media. We are still waiting for an official confirmation as to the nature of the incident. So this has been ongoing now for hours, and the police have not given an update. That's what's suspicious, guys. All right, that's what's suspicious, that the police have not given an update to the media. So, like I said, guys, a fleet of emergency services was spotted in County Durham this evening. The police are not giving an update on what's happened. There's been like an absolute media blackout on this. So I don't know what's happening. I can only find one article that I can repeat, that I can talk about. There are lots of people, well, there are a few people online saying something's happening in County Durham. People are posting pictures. Those pictures, the algorithms are taking them down. Videos are getting censored. So I just wanted to jump on here, guys, and I need to be very careful about what I'm talking about, okay? So this is the official line that we're going with at the moment. Police remain at the scenes. Officers at the scene tonight, with one standing guard outside a house on Birch Place. A crime scene investigation van is also parked outside, and a cordon has been set up to the rear of the house. You scroll up, there's pictures of crime scene investigators, ambulance vehicles, police cars. Officers in white suits have been pictured working at the scene. What do we know so far? And this is the final. This is like the final tap out. What do we know? So what do we know so far? Crime scene investigators are tonight working at a County Durham home after an incident around tea time. Emergency crews rushed to Birch Place in Esh-Winning. I don't know where that is. About 5:15 p.m. So that's got to confirm, guys. That's Sunday, the 31st of August. Durham police are yet to confirm the nature of the incident. So that's what's getting my spider senses up, guys, that the police are not confirming the incident. Normally, an incident of this magnitude involving this many emergency services, you would expect a police report. When I looked into this and I saw people posting about this online, I thought, well, hang on a minute, that doesn't seem right. So I looked into it, and there's been no police update about it. That's what's suspicious, guys. I don't think we're going to get any more updates tonight. I really don't. I think everybody's in bed. Everybody's sleeping at nights. The police are still working, as we understand, as the last post. The police, the forensics police are still working now. I was further down that post. It tells you about the ambulances that were deployed to the area. The air ambulance was also seen on its way there. Now, just as it was about to land, the air ambulance turned back. Now, that to me says there's no casualties that need a doctor, if you guys know what I'm talking about. The number of ambulances that were seen, that would be an initial response for the amount of casualties that you've got. So I don't want to speculate on numbers, guys. You know, I'm giving you guys what I'm getting now off the live updates of reports of a major 999 event, response in Esh Winning, which is County Durham. I'm just going to have another check on X, see if anyone's posted anything. Very odd. Absolutely so odd, guys. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's really weird. Even the fact that like I can't even find the newspaper that's done this. No comments either. Huh. Odd, very odd. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to close this down now. I just wanted to get on here to do a live stream and talk about this. I don't think there's going to be any more updates until the morning. I will update everybody. It'll be the first thing I do in the morning. It may be all over the breaking news in the morning, guys. It really could be. But I do, but it's just very peculiar that amount of resources have been involved in an incident, and the police have not said anything about it. The police are totally silent about it. Again, I don't know. It may be a hamster. It may be a Pooley hamster. It may be a Pooley hamster, guys. I don't think it's a Pooley hamster. But I just want to stick to the facts at this point, guys. I don't know what this is. I'm just reporting that there has been. Well, I'll give you what's it called? The Northern Echo reporting reports of a major 999 response in Esh Winning. And again, the reason I think that it just seems suspicious to me is that there's been no police update about that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to close this down now. I'll give you guys an update video in the morning, and I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys on YouTube later as well.